You're listening to Nightbreed on Inspire Radio, and we've got Dave from Flaming Wreckage on the line. How you going, Dave?
Hey mate, how are you? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for calling. So you're in Sydney right now, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so 10 o'clock on a Monday night. What's going on?
Oh, not too much, eh?
Yeah.
just doing some band stuff, just doing a couple of emails,
Yeah.
Just some boring things, but yeah, it's all good.
It's all good, yeah. The new album, Cathedral of Bone, sounds wicked, man. The production's real big and slick. How'd you guys record?
Yeah, man. Thanks for saying that, eh? I guess like one of the main differences with this record was just the preparation. Like, we did really extensive pre-pro on this one, and I think that helped like really shape the songs to what you hear on the album now. In terms of the tracking for the actual recording of the album, we just had like a home studio set up at my old place, and Chris Flamelko from Melbourne, the Orpheus Omega Monolith Studios. So he flew up to Sydney. And just lived in my front room for about 2 weeks, and we just did it all there. We just reamped everything after. Obviously, we did drums in the studio, but just like working with him was amazing, man. Like he really, really understands the band, and like you said, it is really slick production. Like the mix came out sounding really awesome, so it was a all around great recording experience, I think.
Yeah. So did he do your mastering and everything as well?
He has his own guy for mastering, but he mixed it.
Yeah, beauty. Cool. Yeah. You guys playing shows to support this one?
Yeah, man, we just kicked off last Friday at Crowbar in Sydney. It was a pretty good way to start the tour. Sold out, so wow. Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was good to get back out there. It's been a little while, so yeah, just feel like we've done all the hard work, and now we get to, this is why we do it. You get playing on stage, so yeah, it feels good, man.
Excellent, man. That's cool.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of shows coming up as well, so.
Yeah. The Cathedral of Bones is a pretty awesome, ageless sounding metal title. Do you remember how that song came about?
Yeah, man. It's like I wouldn't go so far as to say that this record is a concept album, but like there's a pretty strong apocalyptic sort of feel to quite a few of the songs on there, and that song in particular, it's really just like the cathedral itself is just a representation of. Just like the apathy of humanity, really. Like often we don't seem to give a shit about problems until they're like staring us right in the face, and this giant like evil bone cathedral is just a manifestation of years of not giving a shit about climate change, and it's just a bit of a shrine to the apocalypse, I suppose. So just the title Cathedral of Bones I thought was pretty fitting, and it was a pretty simple brief for the for the guy who did the art. I was just like, just draw that and just nailed it. Yeah,
cool. What kind of influences do you guys have, the writers in the band?
Sorry, man, I'm close to the airport. It's just a plane going past.
Oh yeah, no worries.
That's so good.
I can hear sort of a Carcass influence in some of your riffs. What sort of influences does the band have?
Yeah, man. Carcass is definitely one for me, especially. It's pretty varied. Like I think it's rooted in like that kind of melodic death, like just straight up death metal sound. But then there's also elements of thrash. Like there's a lot going on, and even beyond that, like personally, like for me when I'm recording and writing, I don't really like listening to that much metal. I know it sounds weird, but I feel like I kind of get a bit burnt out by it if that's all I listen to when I'm trying to make it. So for me, like it helps me a lot with writing and being creative, just to hear different styles of music and then incorporating that into my writing. So like stuff like Tom Petty and Creedence and the Rolling Stones, and I listen to a lot of like stoner rock as well. So there's elements of that I reckon you can hear on the record too. And the other dudes are like pretty varied as well. Like Juzzy, he listens to heaps of like Japanese music, so that's like just another angle, and when it all comes together, man, it makes our sound. I think it's really important to have those varied influences. So, yeah, I think that really shone through on this record.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like when I'm writing, you don't want to just regurgitate metal sounds that have been pumping into your ears.
Yeah.
So it's good to mix it up for sure.
That's right. I mean, otherwise you just end up writing the same record every time. You want to keep it fresh and exciting. Sure.
Oh, that's cool. How do you guys write? Like, you kind of split up duties? Is someone bringing a riff in? How does that work?
it's been it was a little bit different on this album. Like it's like the foundation of the band, I guess, is just mostly from like it all starts with a riff. It's either me or Jazz will bring a riff in, but on this one it was more of an all-in process. Like when we were writing, we were all there the whole time, so like it was a bit of a different energy, like working through the songs in that way. And there's like a few parts that were more like rhythm based that kind of crept their way into the songs, and that comes from Matt and Locke. Those dudes are like way more on the technical side of things than me and Jazz. Like we don't know anything about theory or anything like that. So I guess we come up with the foundation of the song, with a bunch of riffs, and then those dudes kind of craft it into what you hear on the record. But yeah, just having all of us like working like hard on like those various aspects of the songs, and just like those different influences again, like I said before, like that really shone through. And it was a fun writing process, man. Like sometimes like on the previous stuff it was more like you just bring in a riff and then kind of just piece the song together as you go, but everyone had a bit more of a say in it this time, and I think that really made a huge difference in the final product.
Yeah, nice, man. That's cool. I saw you did guest vocals recently on a Darker Half track. How'd that come about?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was cool. Well, Dom's a really close friend of the band. Like I said, he did pre-pro on the album as well. But yeah, like he filled in for us on drums for like almost a year, I think, before we got Matt in the band. So yeah, he's just a real close friend, and he wanted someone to do some heavy stuff. So he just asked me, and I was definitely keen. So yeah, that song came out great, and that whole album is awesome, man. It's like one of the best power metal albums I've heard in ages.
Yeah. Are they touring with you or anything?
They haven't done anything for a little while. I know they had a bit of a rough time last year with like everyone did, but they had some big stuff planned that they had to cancel. So, but yeah, I'm trying to float the idea of doing a few shows with them. I reckon that'd be a pretty cool tour. I really like mixed bills as well. Like I'm a little bit over the concept of having just like 4 bands that sound exactly the same on every show. Like I like to try and mix it up a little bit, power metal, death metal, stoner rock, like whatever, why not?
Yeah, you get a different crowd in as well. That's good.
Yeah, man, and I feel like it works great for the bands and the fans. Like, you might go to that show and find a band that you haven't heard because you don't usually go to power metal shows or death metal shows, and then vice versa with the bands, you get to play more people that haven't seen you before as well. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing to do. I'm just trying to push that agenda a little bit more with like when we're booking shows these days.
What are some of the bands you guys are playing with coming up?
We're playing with Black. We just announced a really cool show in Brizzy, which is like a little mini festival.
Oh, cool.
Playing with Black Reno, fellow Sydney dudes up there. Massic are playing. What else we got? We're playing with Harlot in Geelong. We got a show with Autopsy in Melbourne. So yeah, it's pretty varied, man. Really, really excited to play with a bunch of Australia's like best bands at the moment. All the lineups are really, really good. So I can't wait.
Yeah, sweet, man. Oh well, hopefully COVID allows you guys to come over here at some point. It'd be killer to hear the tracks off this album live.
Yeah, man. We're just about to announce something, I think. So
good, okay.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, we'll do, man. Cool. All right, well, we're going to hear the title track, Cathedral of Bones. Thanks heaps for your time, Dave. It was good to have a chat.
No worries, man. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.